victims. We stand against tyranny everywhere. But the most astonishing, bewildering place I've ever been to is the killing fields of Cambodia, when the state turns and devours its own people. I don't know if any of you have been to Cambodia, or even to the killing fields and these special places around the country that these terrible events took place. My earliest TV memory is watching the Cambodian genocide unfold on TV, followed by the conflict in Vietnam, virtually. When you're 5 or 6, and these are your earliest memories, that can mess you up. And then your dad goes off to war a few years later. You think, what is this world that I've been born into? So it comes home to roost. And ever since I've seen these images on Cambodia, for some strange reason I had a longing to go there, which I did finally, by God's grace, on a mission trip in 2015, taking a small team from the church to encourage the Cambodian church, which is a very young church, given what happened a few years ago. If you want to understand the depth of sin that Jesus has defeated, the killing fields will show you. If this one here, I shuddered when I came to this place. This tree, adorned, look at it, adorned with ribbons and bracelets as it is, like a New Age hippie. But of course it's a memorial. It's a memorial to the slaughter that took place at this tree, where babies and toddlers were taken from their mothers' and fathers' arms and beaten to death on this tree. That's not what trees are for. And yet it was the very means by which God would reconcile the world to himself. Judas kissing Jesus. That's not what a kiss is for. Even seeing it now is just unbearable. The devil was off the leash in those days. That's what happens when he's off the leash. And yet the cross of Christ, as we've sung, and Andy has chosen some great songs that have drawn this out, the cross is totally sufficient for all this wickedness and evil. Never mind us, never mind me, never mind you. It is totally sufficient. The cross of Christ has exhausted the power of sin and death in this world. That's why Christians can and should stare into the abyss. That's why we should go toe to toe with the devil and say, you've lost, sunshine, you've lost.